Hi everybody and welcome to the third part, the final part. I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude for Anna Santos for giving me this opportunity to share with her followers and as well as to create additional content for my Facebook page as well as my YouTube channel. If this is the first time that you're watching this on my YouTube channel, kindly hit the like button as well as the subscribe and notification so that you'll be informed the next time I roll out a video, right? So this is the third and the final part, and this is the most tricky question to answer, right? And Anna got it right to a T when she really openly asked me what are the top 5 ways in which you can rank quickly on Google. And Anna knows me very well. I am very sincere in my sharing. I don't hold back. So you guys are in for a treat because I'm giving you the top 5 tips that you can really implement on your website to get instant result, and you'll be able to rank within, if you're doing this right and you're doing this constantly, you'll be able to rank within 3 months time, right? So I'll fire away. So first thing we look at is there's a reason why I'm maybe looking down like that. I actually referring to my notes. I can show you my notes. So I have actually written down notes so that I make sure I don't miss out the point. So pardon me if if you see me looking down like that, and may not be professional, but trust me, this is needed so that I make sure that I do not miss out any of the final points, and so that you can get home really valuable information that you can instantly implement on your website, on your social media, and whatever that I recommend, so that hopefully in 3 months time you'll be able to rank in Google. And you can thank me by subscribing to my YouTube channel, right? That's all I ask for. I'm not asking for even $1, right? So I'm doing all this purely out of passion. Yes, I do coach people, and I do consult companies professionally on SEO and social media marketing, but essentially I actually teach for free, right? So okay, let's get down to the nitty-gritty, right? So one of the things that you may not want to hear, the most important thing in which how you can rank in Google is this. Number one, you can't run away from it. It is research, okay? Number 1 point is research. And when you talk about research, there are 3 areas in which you need to look at before you actually do the keyword research. And the first area is the market, right? Your market research. Do you know your niche? So for example, your niche could be prom dresses, but your sub niche could be you're selling prom dresses to only girls aged between 18 to 22, right? We've talked about that in the last video, right? And I've actually give you some example related to that. You can watch the last video, right? And basically, after you have sort of nailed down your market, your niche and your sub niche, and then you look at competitor research, and competitor research is very important. A lot of companies that when I consult, when I ask them, can I have your top 3 competitors? A lot of them are stunned, right? If you are running your company, whatever you're selling, be it products or services. If you have no freaking idea who are your competitors, then why are you running your business? This is the most common blind spot of most businesses that I consult. They don't even, or they are not even able to name their competitor, and they even tell me, I think it's company ABC. How can you think? You are running the business. You cannot think. Business is crucial. You cannot make the mistake of not knowing your competitors, right? It's that simple, right? So do you know your competitors? What are they doing offline? So if your competitor is a physical store, are you able to go near the physical store? Maybe, get family members if it's awkward, and see for yourself, are they distributing flyers at their store? Is their flyers, having QR code where, people can redeem? So this is a common thing that a lot of businesses don't do. If you are printing flyers, are you able to do for example, a QR code for people to just join your mailing list? So one of the quick ways is, if you are printing flyers, are you able to put a QR code in which people can scan to claim an offer? So basically what you can say is something like, join our free membership to be informed of whatever offers that we have, and as a token of joining our membership, we'll give you 10% of your next purchase. All you need to do is just scan this QR code and put your name and email address, and we will send to you this 10% discount. So what this does is immediate customer acquisition from what we call offline to online, right? How do you engage people in the vicinity of your shop to get into online where you can further engage them? So this is something beyond SEO, but I thought that it is important that I will highlight, right? So the next thing to know is, after you have known your competitor, how strong are they in online, how strong are they offline, the next thing you need to do is your niche research, right? So your niche research, basically, if you're selling things, look at what are the best sellers in Amazon, eBay, or even Etsy, depends on what you are selling, right? And also you might want to look at the related newspapers, related magazines, and to basically find out what are the news that are related to your niche, and how can you capitalize based on the trending news. Are you able to tap on something? Are you able to give an opinion piece so that you become an expert in your niche, right? So you must always be aware of what are the news related to your niche, so that you can see whether are there any opportunities that you can come out and comment and position yourself further and solidify your position further as an expert, right? So the next thing we look at is magazines of your niche. If you are in the health niche, always look at the monthly magazines. What are the top news on top, and you will know these are the trending news, and whether can you utilize that for your business through an article, through social media, through engaging influencers to tackle this particular trending news or trending topics. Or are you able to sell certain products in that area if you have not sold in that particular area, right? So this gives you some form of market intelligence. Once as part of your niche research, you look at magazines, you look at newspapers. Don't only look at online sources. I think this is a tip, and I've already also had a video on what has a bookstore got to do with SEO. Do check it out. I'll make the link available again. And next thing, after you have done your market niche research, you have done your competitor, knowing what they do online and offline, you've done your niche research, then you proceed on keyword research, and by then you will know, based on the information that you have seen, like for example Amazon, what is the top selling products and all that. After you have known that, you have a better sensing of what is the buying keywords that people will buy, and then you do your niche research. Basically, you look at what are the keywords, that you can target based on these buying keywords. What are the long tail keywords? Long tail keywords are variation of the keywords that might not give you that much of a search volume, but it's important as well because people are searching for. You can then go into Google Trends and see what are the trends, in the last year or so. Have people been searching for this and all that? So that will give you a better idea and solidify your keyword research, right? Next thing we look at, which is the second point, right? The first point is research, which is very important. The second point is Google able to understand your website? So when Google goes into your website, are they able to understand what it is all about? It is about textual relevancy. When Google look into it, Google look at all your words, all your sentences, whether does it make sense, right? So that is textual relevancy, whether it is relevant. And then Google also look at, in terms of textual relevancy, Google look at how well you SEO optimize, whether do you practice things like keyword stuffing. Keyword stuffing is like whenever you repeat the keywords too many times. So as a rough guide for each page, the keyword that you're optimizing, try to repeat it about 3 times. Make sure that the images that you use contain the keyword. This is one important thing that people doesn't talk about. Image optimization on website, right, is very important. And after that, Google look at contextual relevancy. Basically, in terms of contextual relevancy, Google looks at how your content relate with each other, how you use category to categorize your posts, how you structure your navigation, and whether, it is very important, again, this is something that people don't talk about, whether your page have interlinking with one another. This is very important in terms of SEO. When people talk about backlinks, the common understanding is backlinks means other site link to me. But a strong backlink culture within your site will ensure and will help Google understand that these particular pages are talking in terms of the same context, and Google will understand your contextual relevancy better. Textual relevancy is already being addressed but contextual relevancy is very important and is seldom being talked about. Contextual relevancy looks at how your different pages relate with one another, and that's very important. That is achieved using category and using pages. So for example, a long page, do you want to break it into 3 parts and link all the part 1, part 2, part 3 together using relevant keywords so that Google know that this is a cluster of articles talking about a specific sub-niche within your niche, right? You understand that, right, so far, right? So that is contextual content. Textual content is very straightforward. Each page has one keyword, talks about a particular keyword idea. But contextual is the power and how each keywords link together. A strong SEO culture, you must have strong interlinking within your pages. Okay, do take note of this. This is very, very important. That's why I stress it here, right? The next thing you look at is, as what we have talked about, the internal backlinking. How strong you are linking with one another. In terms of your category, are you able to break long articles into 3 parts? This whole thing is talking about on-page SEO. On-page SEO basically means what do you do to strengthen your search engine optimization within the page or within the website itself. So now we talk about the next thing, which is point number 3, off-page SEO. Off-page SEO basically talk about backlinks, right? Backlinks, I've got a video on that about backlinks. I've got 3 videos on that. I will make the playlist available to Anna Santos followers, as well as my YouTube channel subscribers, as well as my page people, and as well as the Internet Marketing Secrets group, as well as Shopify Newbies group, right? So I'll make all this available to you. So when you're talking about off-page SEO, basically it's about backlinks. The general rule of thumb is do not go crazy on backlinks. Do not use Fiverr for backlinks or any SEO related or any traffic related. Okay, this can backfire on you because the Fiverr providers can actually backlink you to pornographic websites or to forum signature links, which years ago Google has said that it is not as important as before because people have practiced this in terms of spamming. So Google said, okay, what Google do is all these links that are coming from this area, Google puts a Google filter to say that, okay, it's not as important as before. So you can try, you can have 1,000 backlinks, but it doesn't work. I rather have 5 strong backlinks rather than 1,000 backlinks. So basically this is the backlinking structure, and you need to use social signals. Google has talked about basically social signals as an important ranking factor. Social signals are things like, for example, Facebook, LinkedIn, and all the prominent basically all the prominent social media elements and accounts, right? That being said, do not go crazy sharing on Facebook groups as well, right? So that will also give you a Google filter. Now we come to point number 4. Point number 4 is YouTube and image branding. What I mean, YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. A lot of SMEs, a lot of businesses are not on YouTube. Are you able to find a way to be on YouTube? You can start with just a simple image slideshow video of the services that you provide, and eventually you will learn how to do videos. You will get customer testimonials along the way, and you can post it up on your YouTube channel. The next thing to know is image branding. Are you able, basically the images that you have, what you can do is you can use a simple way is you use Photoshop to brand at least your URL there, to make sure that the image name has certain keywords that you want to rank for. You do all this together, and that means basically your image output will be, every image will have your website link, and every image name will have the keywords that you're trying to optimize. Once you have done that, you can actually upload into Google Photos, and when people search for that particular keyword, somehow the image will appear, right? So this is one trick that not many people talk about, image branding and uploading on Google Photos. The next thing is the point number 5 is Google My Business and influencer marketing, right? Google My Business is very important. Basically, Google by listing on Google My Business, Google actually associate your business to a particular location. This is very important if you have, like, for example, restaurants that is very location based. People need to know where you are, right? So having a listing in Google My Business is very important, and basically it actually tells Google that your business is in the context of, for example, Perth Prom Dresses is physically located in Perth, in a particular location near a particular landmark or something. So when people are searching for your business, and Google will recommend it based on that as well. So a lot of people doesn't talk about Google My Business. I think this is very important to have a listing there. And the next thing we talk about is influencer marketing. Are you able to give them something free, like for example the prom dress, give them a free prom dress, and tell them that for your followers who want to buy the prom dress, just because you are influencer, I have to reward you. I give you a 10% for all your followers who want to buy, they get the 10% off. This is your particular influencer code. So if you're working with 10 influencers, then you can track which influencer is more effective, right? Try to work with them in 3 campaigns, because sometimes it's not conclusive of anything, but you can see which are the more genuine one, and you will work with them. So I've also got another video on influencer marketing. I will make that available as well. So I hope that this series of 3 videos has been very useful to you, and I do hope that I'll be able to provide more along the way with Anna Santos, and we continue to add value to both our subscribers and followers. Thank you very much. I'm Eugene Macarius, signing off. Goodbye. And then after that, you make sure the keyword naming has certain keywords. If you are printing flyers, are you able to put a QR code where people can scan when they receive the